Yeah, it's December 1st, and we're still playing soccer, so that's a good sign. No, we're excited about it. There's still a buzz in that locker room, and from the few fans I've seen on the streets in the city as well. So we're happy to be here and ready to get to Columbus.
You were saying you were talking with some of the original players that were here in 2011. What's it like for you guys, and what have you guys been talking about to have been here through the inaugural season, the ups and downs of 2012, 2014, and now you're here for the 5th year in the MLS Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, it's probably a little bit more emotional, to raise that trophy the other day and then hopefully raise the MLS Cup on Sunday than some of the other guys that have just gotten here or been here the last few years. The ups and downs and all that go with it. You're going to have that, but to be a part of this from the get-go and to see where we've gone is truly special.
And for you, I mean, let's be honest, you've had 9 lives almost with this team at times. I mean, different positions, different guys coming in. Have you had a chance to kind of look back at it and be like, wow, I can't believe we're here, or I'm here?
Yeah, not yet. Probably after this coming Sunday, maybe. Different roles, different positions within the team. And over the course of my career, it's only my 2nd time to be in an MLS Cup, and I realized the first one came 2 years into my career. At that time, we won an Open Cup in 2004 and made the final, and I thought this was just to be expected, and this was going to happen every year. And now, 11 years later, back in a final, so you realize how special these moments are, and to really kind of soak in the moment, and especially will at this point in my career.
The margins are so thin in this league, and especially in this conference. What's so different about where you guys are at now and where you were a year ago, just in terms of the way you guys play and everything else?
Yeah, I think even at the end of last year, we were kind of peaking at the right time. Unfortunately, we put ourselves behind it a little bit too much. And we were kind of in a similar spot this year. And I think the reason that we've kind of peaked at this time is because there was a lot of pressure at the end of this year to get results. In that last month of the season, we almost felt like whether we were home or on the road, that it was must-win situations. And so when you go into the playoffs now, and that's the reality of it, we've almost been in that mindset for the past 2 months now, and so every game seems to just kind of go pretty smooth for us because we've been in that same frame of mind for a while. But now you're in a cup final. We realize the importance of it, not only for ourselves, but for this community, for this fan base, and for the organization, and it means a lot, and we're just excited about the opportunity.
When you talk about the pressure situations you guys were in, you were below the red line on October, something like beginning of October, and you were able to rise to the challenge under that pressure. Why do you think this group was able to turn it on and has gone unbeaten in the last 8 games?
Yeah, I mean, if we all knew that, we'd stick with that forever. But I just think it's about the belief within this group. Even early on in the season, we had a few key guys out, some injuries, but we still felt like we were playing really good soccer. The results weren't coming. I think we just stuck with that approach. We knew in the ability and the belief in that locker room. And for whatever reason, 2 months ago, it seemed to click, and we've kind of rode that wave ever since.
Did that come from Caleb? Have you noticed a change in the coach this season?
Yeah, I think it's a combination. It's Caleb and his staff continuing to believe in every one of us. I think it's the guys in the locker room that when one guy went down, and we've had to rely on a lot of guys this year and stepping up, and I think the depth on this team has been huge for us. Even last game, a guy, Liam, that we've counted on all year goes down, and Papa comes in and has an unbelievable game and steps up in a huge moment for this team. And so the combination of that, I mean, this group is very, very tight. I'm sure you guys have seen that. For those of you who've been around on the road trips and even this last one, it's a tight-knit group, and I think that's what you need to make a big run in this league.
Caleb has said that this is just a regular game. As the coach, he has to say, just a regular game. Are the players in that mindset too?
Yeah, it's obviously there's a bit more at stake. We all realize what a massive game this is. But I think we feel at peace about where we're at and know that we're playing really well right now. We just got to keep that going. A lot of people want to talk about how it's on the road. It's in Columbus. We've had some of our best games of the year on the road, so we feel very confident in that. But at the same time, we know how talented that group is that we're going to be playing against. So it should be an entertaining game.
Is it comforting though that's what that Caleb's like that? Just boom, same every day?
Yeah, I think for Caleb, you see him at his best when he feels like his team's in a good groove, and that's where we're in right now. So I think he feels good about where we're at, and so do the guys in the locker room.
Going into that Salt Lake game, do you remember the feeling in the locker room? Was it maintaining that calmness, or I'm just getting a sense of what
I'll be honest, I'm too old. I played too many games. I don't remember a month ago, and much less 2 months ago. So no, like I told you, there's this sense of belief and a calmness amongst this group right now. And even 2 months ago, when we were a bit under it and below the red line, or fighting to get above the red line, everyone believed in each other, and we knew that this was going to turn at some point, and it did at the right time. And now we're sitting here in December still training, and it feels good.
This year has a lot of history kind of behind it, with it being the 40th year. I don't know if you had a chance to meet any of the original 1975 players, but knowing the history behind this franchise, and knowing this could be the first championship, especially in this year, the 40th anniversary, what does that mean for you guys?
Yeah, it makes it even that much more special. I did have an opportunity to meet a few of the guys when they were in here for that weekend. Not as many as I would have liked, but knowing the importance of this year in the club, it'd make it that much more special to bring home a trophy on Monday.
You could jog that memory again, looking back to Darlington's rookie year. What are the biggest ways that you've seen him grow into the player he is now?
Yeah, Darlington's one of those players that we've all known is a special talent, and one of those guys that only comes along ever so often. I think the thing that I've really noticed in the past month or two is his box-to-box play. We've always known how good he is going forward, how talented he is on the ball. But you look back at this last run we've been on, the work he's put on the defensive side of the ball, to me, is what separated his play. And right now it's clicking on all cylinders for him, and just hopefully he can continue that, because he's on a great run of form, and just a good, solid person too, not just on the field but off the field as well.
Has he said anything to you or the guys about playing back in Ohio in such a big game?
No, we have quite a few ties for this game, so I'm sure the tickets are probably all accounted for with the group that we have. But no, haven't. It's only been a couple days. It's been a whirlwind of emotions for everyone. But I'm sure he's excited about it, as we all are.
Even though you guys did finish strong last year, do you think missing the playoffs was kind of a wake-up call for this group and for this club in general?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there was a bit more fire in our belly coming back in this season. We were obviously disappointed not making the playoffs after a strong 2013. So you never know, but we definitely wanted to get back in the playoffs. That was our goal, because then it's a new season, and you never know what's going to happen there. And we made a good run at this point.
And even as a young club that's still sort of developing, can those setbacks sometimes be a positive to sort of learn from experience and maybe learn what you need to do differently going forward?
Yeah, of course you learn from different seasons and what you did well and what you need to continue to work on. I think we've done that. I think the one thing you see from this team, it's not about the individuals, it's about the group and the team. And this group loves to fight for one another and continues to believe in each other, and that's what's gotten us to this point.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.